Hello everyone and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Cub. Doki Doki Literature Cub. Doki Doki Literature Club, a brand new day, a very weird mod that I ended up putting myself through a couple days ago when I first started this whole weird mod thing I was doing. I was going through a whole bunch of mods to see what they were like, get some inspiration for one of my own, and I just thought it would be a fun thing to do, because I'm a big fan of Doki Doki Literature Club, and I would like to experience more of what the community has to offer for it. But I was not prepared for what I was getting into. I expected this to be really heartfelt and heartwarming, like a lot of the mods I've tried so far, but no. This is a comedy, and I'm loving it so far, so let's just load back where we are and see how far we can get today. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I won't make the same mistakes like last time, Monica. Last time? What last time? Monica looks flustered and leaves. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I look around to see what everyone else is doing. Monica and Sayori are in deep conversation about something. Yuri's engrossed in a book. I decide to walk by the closet to see what Natsuki's up to. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her and give she needs a hand. Oh, okay, so we didn't do any poems, but it looks like I'm just going to be jumping into these segments one at a time. Interesting. Are you looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica. Always messing around with my stuff and never putting it back where it belongs. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just going to mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Yeah, okay, I remember this part. Manga, sweet. You read manga, right? Hell yes, I do. Manga is life. True words have never been spoken. How'd you know? I heard you bring it up at some point, like right now. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I should stop reading manga before I go to bed. It looks like the ink is getting stuck to my face when I fall asleep on it. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst stacks of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hands. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard in my life. I wonder if it's like Sailor Moon, but with desserts. That was exactly what I was thinking when I was first, told about the name. I'm like, that's Sailor Moon, isn't it? That probably means it's either way on my demographic or freaking awesome. Well, both. Probably both. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. That is a weird thing to say. And I remember that, I only remember that because of a Game Grumps animation. But I'm like, that's still a weird line to say. I don't get it. Whatever. She points to the classroom door. Oh, okay, fair enough. No way in hell am I judging. I've read stuff you wouldn't imagine a person like me would read. What am I saying? It was the tone of your voice. Am I not enthusiastic enough? But I'll tell you one thing, Xavier. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ooh. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's moe to the extreme. Don't just stand there. Huh? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. This is the first time I'm coming out of the closet. There will be more times. Wow. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? On my lap? Oh my god. I sit on the floor. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. You're making me feel weird about it. Okay. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Nothing weird about it to me. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either, but... Oh my god. But I think of it more as a plus than a minus. I open a book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Kind of reminds me of the silliness of what some of the older magic girl mangas I read had. Is it manga or manga? Probably gonna jump between the two several times. Not that I read that kind of stuff. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Of course not. Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning's about simple things. Like, there's this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get in their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's what makes them so good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Glad to hear it. Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hee. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oops. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. This isn't even my final form. This is to go further beyond Natsuki. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? But that's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time as I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. What a loser. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess it explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? And we're sitting now. Hi. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Sorry. Bleh. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? ... question mark? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is straight from the original, I believe. Hasn't changed that much yet. Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Oh. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I've already had a hard time trying to find any friends at all who can understand me for that. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Wow, your needs. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? And if you ever have any problems, you can talk to me about it, okay? I'm your friend too, Natsuki. Really? I laugh like girls now. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minoe is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I should be talking about that yet. Just finished the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to your usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that for Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little bit to myself. I should probably keep this one in mind. Not even like a funny thing. That's a pretty good scene. I can't remember how much of that was actually changed from the original, but it's something I want to keep in mind for character-wise. I'm assuming I just... Okay. I thought for a second it was a weird white flash there, but clearly I'm just nuts. You can't blame me for being a little on edge with this game. Natsuki! Eh? Can you come over here real quick? Sayori and I need to speak to you about a few things for club activities. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry, it won't take too long. Though, you do look pretty cozy over there. I want to kill you. Eh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Sure I do. Well, don't be a dummy. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said it mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I should be able to finish this and hopefully have time to speak with Natsuki tomorrow about this. Yeah, manga's not very hard to get through. Well, no, maybe I'm just a fast reader. I don't know. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff, carefully slip the book into my bag while Natsuki is working with the other girls. Yuri approaches me. Thanks for keeping your promise, Xavier, and coming back to the club. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Am I going through every girl? That's kind of an interesting way of handling the days. Like, instead of poems, I just go through every one of their stories. Alright. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like you deserve any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. That's a weird place to put it. Motherfucker! Manga is literature! That's finally an hour back on topic with the cute and the funny. Damn straight. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into his seat. Come on, Natsuki, let's talk about manga some more. Natsuki refuses to speak to me for now. I guess I'll talk to her about it later then. I forgot to ask if she likes Sailor Moon. Don't worry, guys. Xavier always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. I'm surprised you crawl out of that pile every morning. And you almost set your house on fire once. Luckily, I was able to put it out. I didn't know you could burn water. Is that so? Yeah, you can definitely burn water. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. I'm watching you, Yuri. How come? You and Xavier can become good friends too. Everyone will be good friends forever. Yay. Sayori? That would be nice. That's usual. Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Or she's a genius. I'll think it later. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it seem like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl so cute without even trying? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Oh yeah, this is just kind of copy-pasted. It's not as fun, but I'm sure I'll get to more fun later, right? Thank you, Yuri. I'll definitely read it. I take the box from Yuri's supple hands. Phew. Well, You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Well, guess I should start reading. About in 10 seconds, Yuri looks up at me. Oh, that's not good. God, why did I say anything about it being dull? Like, it was like, oh, wow, things seem relatively normal. It's just the original game right now. Yep, okay. It's only been like a few seconds since I sat down in my seat. Our eyes make contact. Oh, sorry. Looks like Yuri's reading the same book she gave me. Hey, is that the same book you gave me? Oh, it was on sale, so... yeah, I thought it would be a good thing to get to. Alright. Well, I kind of want to know what it's about. Huh? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Yep, Portrait of Markov. Alright. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. I swear to God, I keep seeing this weird light there, and I feel really dumb because it's probably just my imagination. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life's in danger, she desperately needs to choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. How can someone make something that dark? That's kind of... Yuri gently giggles and starts laughing uncontrollably suddenly. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Xavier? I should probably put more effort into voice acting there. I'm not very, I just don't want to break anyone's ears when I try to talk like this. Well, it's not a bad thing, I guess. Well, no, I mean, I've read a few books like that. That's not even close to the truth. Kind of like manga. She's acting kind of strange. Maybe it's her eyes. She has pretty eyes, though. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, that made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? I imagine that's going to be important. Not again. I'm sorry. I'm kind of thinking that I'm hearing a lot of this from before. Oh, don't worry. Don't apologize. I'm kind of into this book now. Oh, well, that is the truth. Well, I guess that's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Keep talking. I can hear you ramble on for days. Oh, okay. You know, that just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen, and I can listen to you forever. Oh my God, he's very flirtatious. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Didn't you want to talk about it more? I guess. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, is if I have a seat here, right? Okay, seat next to Yuri's. Oh my God, he's so close to me. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just not something I'm very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened a book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. That's not creepy at all. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book between the two of them. Okay, so it's this one. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, and so I instead use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, Yuri slides it under her thumb. Okay. Yeah, this is literally just the original. I thought it was going to be for more. But hey, last time I said that yandere eyes came up, so who knows. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second there. Glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the paper, letting it flutter over to the side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's blunter in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Xavier, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's sort of cute, actually. Why are you saying that so suddenly? I mean, what are you saying so suddenly? Okay, everyone, it's poem time! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time for way too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Alright, I guess it's time to share poems. Xavier, you're up first. Okay, so I decided to recite my poem. Okay. I'm just going to save here, because I've gotten in a lot. And I will, next time, I'm going to continue with day 1 and see how the poem reciting goes. So, yeah. See you then.